Why you have no personality. Unleashing your authentic self for personal growth and connection. You've probably seen Jamie Foxx in movies, heard his hilarious stand-up comedy, or witnessed his incredible impressions. Now, his personality is something that really stands out, right? But here's the thing. You don't have to be a superstar with endless talent, and you don't have to be the life of the party to have a personality. Let me share a story from my high school days when I discovered an important lesson about personality. Back in sophomore year, my English teacher assigned a major project based on the book we were studying at that time, Cloud Atlas. Now, if you haven't read it, it's a fascinating collection of 4 interconnected stories set in different eras. The great thing about this project was that our teacher gave us plenty of freedom in deciding what we could do related to the book. As soon as I heard about it, I had a light bulb moment. This project had the potential to be the first one I was genuinely excited about. So, what did I decide to focus on? Programming. You see, I realized that programming was my passion, and I wanted to showcase its connection to Cloud Atlas. I dove into the project with enthusiasm, knowing that this was an opportunity for me to express my interests and showcase my personality. And let me tell you, it turned out to be an incredible journey of self-discovery. The point is, your personality is unique and you don't have to fit into a specific mold to have one. Whether you're introverted or extroverted, it's about finding what truly excites you and incorporating it into your life. So let's explore how you can discover and embrace your own remarkable personality, just like I did during that memorable English class. Around this time, I discovered my passion for programming and game development. It started as a hobby, but I saw its potential as a future career. I taught myself HTML and CSS and even delved into Java to program games. It was during this period that I drew a parallel between programming and the book Cloud Atlas. In the book, each story has its unique narrative style and time period, but they are all interconnected profoundly. Similarly, despite programming languages having different syntaxes, the code we write produces similar outcomes. Inspired by this realization, I embarked on creating my own web page to showcase my project. Putting the project together consumed countless days of effort. To ensure a flawless presentation, I rehearsed it repeatedly at home and even practiced in front of my mom. Finally, the day of the presentation arrived, and I nailed it. The English teacher, who had never been impressed by me before, was astounded and admitted, "I wasn't expecting that from you." Yeah, he wasn't that friendly as person. During lunch that day, one of my friends shared what a girl in my class had said about my project. She expressed surprise, commenting, "I never thought that Joe would be interested in anything at all." You see, in middle school, I wasn't the most energetic or outgoing kid. Even in high school, I often felt like an invisible presence. At social gatherings, parties, or even small get-togethers, I was the person easily forgotten. And strangely enough, I found solace in that anonymity. However, the remarks from my teacher and the girls struck a chord within me. They made me realize how my lack of personality could hinder not only myself, but also others. By neglecting to develop my personality and failing to connect with people through my words and actions, I would limit my opportunities to positively impact others and forge meaningful relationships. Moreover, nurturing my personality would make it easier to speak positively about myself and discover what truly excites me. Over the years, I've contemplated the essence of having a personality, refining my understanding along the way. And through this introspection, I've discovered that having a vibrant personality boils down to 2 key factors, both of which were evident in my high school presentation: cultivating and strengthening your passions and honing your storytelling skills. That's why I firmly believe that extroversion or excessive sociability is not necessarily to have a captivating personality. As an introvert myself, let's delve into the first aspect. Now, you might be thinking, well, I don't have any passion, and I'm not really interested in anything. You were just lucky from the start. If this thought crosses your mind, let me share a couple of things with you. First, it's likely that you're still quite young. It's rare for someone at a young age to have experience and learn enough to develop strong interests. Your brain is still developing and you're still discovering who you are. Plus, most of your life so far has been spent in school, studying subjects that may not necessarily captivate you. Secondly, there's a common misconception in the self-improvement space that you might be holding on to. It's the idea of finding your passion. Believing that you need to find your passion is a complete fallacy. Let me explain by sharing my own experience. When I first started my YouTube channel, I wasn't particularly passionate about it. I was just testing the waters and learning as I went along. It was more of a fun hobby with the potential to grow into something more. It was only after investing significant time and effort into it and witnessing my progress that YouTube started to ignite a passion within me. To develop your personality, you need to dedicate time and effort to one or more skills until you acquire substantial knowledge and genuine enthusiasm for those pursuits. By immersing yourself in things that interest you and nurturing curiosity, you'll gain the energy to present ideas in a charismatic manner and hone your skills. If you're unsure where to begin, simply start by engaging in something that even remotely intrigues you. Commit to it for a considerable period of time, allowing yourself to witness progress. You don't have to become a jack of all trades. Focus on one thing and devote enough effort to the point where you can speak confidently and passionately about it. This genuine passion will infuse you with remarkable energy, and you'll find yourself becoming more eager to hear about other people's passions and interests. Caring about what others have to say is fundamental to becoming a better conversationalist, a skill I've discussed in previous videos. Developing your personality not only benefits you, but also those around you. When people see your passion, it becomes contagious. They become inspired to discuss and deepen their own interests. It's also crucial to acknowledge that some individuals naturally bring out more of your personality than others, and that's perfectly fine. Don't fret too much about it. If possible, spend time with those who allow your true self to shine. Remember, you have the potential to cultivate your passions and develop a vibrant personality. Don't worry if you haven't discovered your passion yet. Embrace a journey of exploration and growth, and you'll find yourself on a path filled with enthusiasm, inspiration, and genuine connection with others. Imagine being incredibly passionate about something, but struggling to convey the passion to others or even fully understand it yourself. That's where the power of storytelling comes in. Stories are the threads that weave our understanding of the world, giving us a vivid and coherent picture of our surroundings. They help us connect with others, evoke emotions, and deepen our self-awareness. In fact, the ability to tell stories is one of the most essential skills for enhancing the quality of your life. Let me illustrate this with a fictional tale. Once upon a time, there was a young man who felt lost and lacked confidence. You could see it in his actions as he lay in bed, scrolling through Facebook, through YouTube, disappointed after a disastrous night at his friend's house. That night, he had mustered up the courage to approach his crush, but it didn't go as planned. He asked him about the craziest risk he had ever taken, and all he could think was the time he drunkenly decided to jump the fence at Coachella, leading to a night in jail. However, when he tried to share the story, he struggled to put it into words and the conversation fizzled out. After reflecting on that night and feeling upset, he decided to research on how to become a better storyteller. And that's when he stumbled upon a video entitled, How to Develop a Personality. By developing storytelling skills, you can bridge the gap between your passion and effective communication. Through relatable and well-crafted narratives, you'll captivate and inspire others, leaving a lasting impact. After several weeks of persistent effort, a turning point arose. A party was scheduled for the upcoming weekend, and the girl, whom he had embarrassed himself in front of, would be attending. Yet he remembered the practices and advice he had embraced. Even if he failed, he recognized that this real-life application would provide invaluable learning experiences and gradually lead him to his desired outcome. After a few hours, he finally gathered the courage to approach the girl and said, "Hey, do you remember the question you asked me the last time we met? I think I can recall it better now." As he began narrating the story of that memorable night at Coachella, his words flowed effortlessly. he had evolved into a skilled storyteller. The end. Now, if you miss any of the elements I used to convey the story or the recommendations I shared with the young man, I encourage you to revisit this narrative. The answer lies within.